This is the way.
Hello there! I wanted to make a video of me painting and assembling the Star Wars Mandalorian figure from Revell. It's the 1/9 scale and the figure is of course Din Djarin. This is my first go at trying to do something like this, so stay tuned to the end and you'll see how the finished product went. As a first timer, I just followed all the instructions that was in the manual. I bought all the paint that was recommended from Revell, and I got some extra tools, of course. So it was quite easy to understand, and basically you just need some patience. So before I started, I read all the instructions and I got all the necessary tools. And the important thing is to clip out all the parts, not try to pull them from the plastic, because then you will destroy it. So I cut out one part at a time. I see some people cut everything, but that will be difficult to sort all the pieces. So I took one piece at a time, and all the pieces are marked with numbers, so it's quite easy to know what piece to start with. After you have cut out the part, you need a knife like this one, and you can just cut off all the extra plastic parts. Just be careful not to cut into the figure. My technique got a little bit better after doing this for some hours, but at least I didn't cut into the figure. And after you have cut off all the plastic pieces, I also use sometimes this nail file to just file off the extra plastic or the uneven parts. This will make the assemblance and your painting look better. When a part is ready, it's time to start painting, and just follow the instructions, and it says what kind of color you are going to use. All colors are named by letters and they correspond with the paints you have bought. So it's quite easy to follow, and just do what I do, follow the instructions. And then it's time for the fun part, and that is to paint the figure. I bought several different brushes, not knowing which to use or what was best. Generally found small ones and the flat ones the best so far, but this is my first time, so probably will change my opinion about quality and what the brushes are. All you have to do is just follow the instructions part by part, and this is just slow and patient thing to do. At this stage I have glued the front and the back together with the plastic cement glue that I recommend, and I have painted most of the brown parts of the Mandalorian figure. So far so good. Also got the silver and the aluminum parts on, even looking better in the light. And then there was time for the helmet. I really struggled with getting a even paint on this one. I did several goes at it. I just wanted the helmet to look really good, and probably just my bad technique, as this is the first time, but I wanted the helmet to look as good as possible. So I tried several brushes, and I found the flat one at least the best one, and yeah, it is what it is. And there you have it, the almost complete Mandalorian figure, lacking his cape and the decals, but the figurine itself is complete at this stage, and I was satisfied. Also wanted to do some cool effects with the cape later on, so that's why I didn't glue it on. While doing this project, I found several ways to hold and not get paint on my fingers, and I found that those pliers was a great thing to hold small parts while painting. And I'm now just painting the I think it's some oil barrels or something, probably not that because this is Star Wars, but some aluminum barrels painting. The part I struggle the most with is by far the Stormtrooper helmets. I don't know how many times I painted those helmet white just to try to get the perfect white. I couldn't do it, but after like 5 tries I kind of was satisfied enough with the project. There were some small details here, like the eyes and the thing in front of their mouth. Definitely not the easiest paint for a newbie like me, but it was also fun. And here we are at the final stages. I just have to paint the background and we'll call it the floor. No, the ground. The ground is this one. This is obviously the background, and you have to paint some white lights and gray and brown door. So this was maybe the, I don't say easiest, but didn't have to be that detailed. I could touch up most of the small things in the end. So this was like the most, I don't say fun, but yeah, easiest part so far. Well, there was one detail that was hard, and that was the buttons on the wall, while the floor was quite easy. And also tried to add some white primer paint. I don't know why, I just wanted to see if it made it easier or harder, and I couldn't decide if it helped or not, but I tried. And this was obviously the easiest part, and just painting the ground. And then at the end we had the part that I dreaded the most, and that was the decals. I really did not like doing this. This is like the detail work for really patient people, and I'm not one of those, but it had to be done. It wasn't that hard. You just have to be really patient, and that's not my strongest suit. And then comes the fun part of assembling it. I didn't glue any of the parts that you should, because I'm gonna do something hopefully more fun with this statue when I'm done. So I just wanted to see how it will look. So the cape isn't glued, and obviously the figures and the Stormtrooper helmets aren't glued either. Kind of hard to getting it to stand without the glue. Last part, the whatever aluminum barrel and the helmets, and the part is complete. And now and I'll show you the finished product. So here we have him, Djarin, the Mandalorian. I had a little whoopsie with one of the decals on the Stormtrooper helmet on the nose. I have to fix that one later on. But this is pretty much how it looks if you follow the instructions. And now I'm gonna attempt to make it look even cooler. So please check out video number 2. And thank you, and please leave a like and follow, and thank you. Goodbye.